The year 2401. Humankind finds itself locked in an immortal struggle with the TimeSplitters, an evil race of creatures bent on the destruction of the entire human race. Using the power of the time crystals, they travel throughout our history, pushing humanity to the very brink of extinction. With the resistance weakening, the last hope relies with a small ship speeding towards Earth. On board are 9 stolen time crystals, intended to power the time machine constructed by Earth's finest scientists. The plan? To travel back in time, find the source of the time crystals, and destroy them all, in the hopes of ending the war before it ever began. It seems that this will be the closest I'll ever get to a remake of this game, recently imported onto the PlayStation 5 with trophies for us to hunt. TimeSplitters Future Perfect is the 3rd game in this first-person shooter series, a superb game with a cult following. Due to its loony story, it manages to incorporate a number of genres such as action, sci-fi, comedy and horror, effortlessly flowing between them all. Along with the continuation of the story, the craziness of the arcade and challenge modes return, with their creative gameplay and funny introductions to the levels, adding even more hours of fun to your gaming session. Now let's not wait any longer, because this isn't a review, this is me being eager to platinum TimeSplitters Future Perfect. Beginning from where the last game ended, Sergeant Cortez returns from escaping the self-destruct sequence he had set in the space station, taken over by the TimeSplitters. With the time crystals recovered, this could be the end of the war. On his approach back to Earth, the ship is taking a critical hit, causing him to crash land. The goal is to take the crystals back to the Space-Time Marine HQ, then power up the time machine using them before the TimeSplitters can get to it. Pressing our way through unknown enemies and being pinned down by TimeSplitters, we make our way back into the HQ as we earn our first trophy of the game, with a mysterious figure protecting and watching from a distance. Meeting a scientist named Anya, she informs us that they can trace the time crystal usage back to certain times, along with its locations. Cortez is sent on his way back in time. Being sent back in time to a small island off the coast of Scotland, we need to investigate the time travel energy residues which Anya detected. On arrival, Cortez meets Captain Ash once more. Ash wants to save his girl, and we want to get onto the island. The plan seems to be made until...
No, don't! Get down!
Good shot, old man.
I don't think much of this weapon.
But I'm afraid you've let the cat out of the bag now.
Why? What's going on?
That flare was the signal. It's going to get a bit hairy from here on.
Making our way through into the castle, many obstacles are in our way. Look at his feet. I know I dropped him back in, he's still gonna pop him. Look, look at his little ankles. You gone, mate? Eventually, we get into our first time loop.
What? But here. A key? But what does it... You'll figure it out. Just make sure to pass it on when you're done. What the hell just happened?
Assisted by our future self, we stumble upon a secret meeting with one evil man holding court, escaping as he spots us. Taking out the baddies in the room, we are now on the future end of the wormhole, helping our past self get through the locked door. Freeing Captain Ash's girl, the two are reunited, and making our way further down under the island, we encounter the evil man once more. Finding a hint of where to go, we know our next location to time travel to. We're going to the 60s, ladies and gentlemen.
Cortez, you ready?
Yeah, It's time to split.
Right. Whatever.
Another person we know from the previous game that we are introduced to next is the suave secret agent named Harry Tipper. He lets us know that a man named Archibald Khallos has kidnapped his girl, which we agree to help, just like in the previous mission, whilst finding the whereabouts of the evil time traveller. It seems that this evil time traveller is leading a cult, the Brotherhood of Ultra Science, and is teamed up with arch-criminal genius Khallos. A worrying alliance indeed, but nothing as spectacular as the team of Sergeant Cortez and sensational hip secret agent Harry Tipper.
Time to split.
Ouch! That's not cool, man.
A trophy to get at the start of this mission is to take out all enemies without being spotted, and after a few attempts, as well as thankfully having a rewind feature, we managed to have things go in our favour.
Easy, man. Just aim for the brain box and don't get spotted. Hey, pretty groovy.
Oh, there we are.
Space
Groovy
dude.
spaceman.
Looks like
Well
you've
done.
This before. Cool.
Impress Harry Tipper with your stealth
There's no way
ability.
to follow Khallos through that gate.
Continuing to stealth our way around the train yard, we find out that Khallos is plotting world domination and has a weapon of mass destruction on a train. We must locate it before it's too late. As the mission ends, completing the third mission trophy pops. With the time traveller escaping, back at base, Anya sets out to trace this Brotherhood of Ultra Science to try and find a new lead. First, we must continue to try and stop Khallos' attempts of World War III with his nuclear missile, and of course save Harry Tipper's girl. The fate of the world is in our hands, but not before we pop some trophies along the way.
What a team! Good job, past me. Time to split.
He thrust it! Oh!
Way to travel back in time and come to your own rescue.
Perfect opportunity when I get to that point is to not let my past self get any damage for another trophy. Doesn't look like he's taking any help.
Way to go,
Maybe
Adventurous.
it comes after the mission's complete.
Cortez's.
Cortez, you're mankind's last hope for survival, and you're playing a slot machine.
I wouldn't trust any of Khallos' toys, Moon Man.
Oh, I think this is a trophy actually. I'm just messing about here and then I just remembered. I'm finally understanding the slot machine. Oh? Yeah! So what do I win? Win a spin on Khallos' slot machine. In the process of stopping the missiles from being activated, the two press on, leading Khallos to go full 60s Bond baddie on us. As Khallos has us trapped, he sets up the nuclear missiles for launch. Along with this, the super evil criminal releases poison gas. Escaping with our futuristic weapon, we prevent the nukes from being fired and catch up to Khallos on top of the train.
Right. Way to save the world, Moon Man.
Khallos is back.
Oh wow, and he's got a load of health as well. You can't fly, you can't fly.
Face, Khallos.
Oh, I fell. I walked back too far.
Yeah. Keep it up and we'll bury this.
Yes, we got him. Now we need to rush to the front of the train to prevent Harry Tipper's girl from being ran over. But we still await a trophy that didn't pop up from earlier, as we get the expected Mission 4 completed trophy. Oh, save yourself before you wreck yourself. It came at the end of the mission. Oh, thank God for that. Using all of our strength, we managed to pull the brake lever and get the train to stop to a halt. Anya then informs us that she has traced the Brotherhood of Ultra Science to an isolated, creepy mansion house in the 90s. With no time to lose, we say goodbye to another friend. Anya's research has shown that the mansion will burn to the ground on this very night. In the 5th level, Cortez stumbles across a girl called Jo Beth Casey. After a lovely introduction, not all is as it seems.
Hey, you're no zombie.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
She has been dared to take photos of what is rumoured to be a mansion infested with zombies. And making her way around the place, these rumours certainly seem to be true, with a variety of creepy flesh-nibbling abominations waiting around at every corner. For me, this is the most entertaining part to play in the game, with two of my favourite missions being played back to back, as all of the craziness ensues. Getting split up from Miss Casey, we stumble across a huge beast ready to floss us between its teeth. What the fuck is that creature? Oi! Really? Really? That's not doing anything? He's lobbing stuff at me now? Whoa! Oh! One last hit before he goes down, is it? Taking care of business, it flees. And the mission ends with us being charged by animal carcasses. Like the headless suicide bombers in Serious Sam, somehow screaming without a head to an obnoxiously comical degree. But eager, you missed a trophy. Why yes I did. So before moving on, I reloaded the mission to kill a zombie with a pool ball. Hey, break shot. Defeat a zombie with a pool ball.
Is she a ghost?
Well, what do you know? A gaping hole in the ground leading to darkness. Could it bring us to a potential experimental lab in the hopes of discovering immortality for the leader of the Ultra Science to have? The real question is who goes down first.
You go first.
Okay.
Yo! Dirty dog! Continuing with the scary themes, the two are split up once more, having the horror trope of being alone in a creepy environment. Saving Joe Beth and exploring more, killing zombies and messing about with experiments, we run into a fellow Welshie.
Princess! I got some more food! Bad zombie! Down you go to meet the princess!
Hang on, is he a Welsh boy? He's Welsh! Moving on, of course we stand on the exact precise place we shouldn't be, and are sent even further down to the depths of darkness, where we run into our future self. He protects us from the ghosts with his new gun, and we protect him from the zombies. The same goes for when we run into our past selves. Going down an even darker hole into more of an abyss, we come across the large creature once more. Struggling on slaying the demon, multiple attempts later, I decided I had enough, and chose to bob him with my needle gun, which does an insane amount of damage to the gas canister inside its mouth. Who knew that the needle gun would be better than the variety of arsenal we had? On a good old 90s PC, we finally discover the mystery time-travelling man's name, Jacob Crow. However, we have been caught out. The mansion is set to explode, and we must escape with a minute to spare to earn a potential miscellaneous trophy. Forget attacking all these simple creatures, I went full on Usain Bolt and rushed to the elevator. The Princess and the Crow. Time to split! Escape the lab with 1 minute to spare. At last, the time traveller has a name, Jacob Crow. The manic scientist is carrying on his extreme research across 2 centuries, passing down the findings to his younger self as the mansion with all his old work burns to the ground. Crow begins first as the father of the Brotherhood of Ultra Science, and then 100 years later as the founder of eugenics. Whilst both Crows have now escaped, Anya traces our next location to 2052. We know where to travel to next and say our goodbyes to Joe Beth.
Coordinates locked in. Ready when you are.
It's time to... I gotta go.
But... oh well. Too old for me anyway.
In the future, Eugenics Corporation is under investigation for illegal research. The experimenting continues. No better time to sneak in and find out what's going on. It turns out that we aren't the only ones trying to enter, as we see a badass skilled intruder. Sneaking inside, we encounter her, We find out that her name is Amy Chen, who is more or less after the same information as Cortez. So another powerful duo is created. Finding Crow's terminal shows that there's a testing facility below the building. After another story trophy pop, thankfully there's an elevator nearby, so we won't have to fight our way down.
Yeah! Time to split!
I'll get the next one.
After that awkward experience, we make our way through the testing facility, seeing the experiments that are ongoing or failed. They do look familiar to the TimeSplitters, and with our infiltration, it causes them to be released, attacking anyone in sight. Further on, Cortez enters a terminal room, where it becomes mini-game central for the most part, as a wormhole forms. And with the completion of hacking into the first terminal, more Cortezes arrive, to either access computers or take out robot security. Opening a sealed shut door, we encounter Crow again. And as he sends robots our way, a boss battle begins. But with Amy to assist, it's easy after you take out the robots. We could end everything right here and now. But good old Cortez just has to start running his mouth, doesn't he?
Hand them over!
Hey, hand what over?
The time device, the crystals. I know everything. I know you used the time device to travel back to 1994 and tell your younger self to carry on your twisted genetic experiments using the power of the time crystals.
Really?
Really?
This is where younger Crow gets involved, and the two flee again, leaving Cortez to rage.
Ta-ta! I'm off to live forever!
Ah, damn it!
Spaceman! Ooh. Oh yeah.
Clever Anya, as always, notices that the robots we defeated were actually created in the Robot Wars 200 years from this day. And guess who created these robots?
Crow!
Right.
We're heading back to the future. Dial Khaimi. Seems like a war is taking place between robots and humanity. Cortez hacks into one of the robots to assist him, and away the two go. This level has us taking control of heavy machinery, bobbing things left, right and centre. The goal for us is to get into the robot factory, which we will need an implant to get in. Managing to make our way into the Ultranet base, our robot companion named R110 hacks into the database, but in the process catches a virus, which gives him more of an interesting personality to say the least.
Virus contained. I feel strange. I feel good. I get my shield, eh? Cowards! Eat my laser! Eat it! Tough guy! Sorry, was that your face? There's a new sheriff in town.
That virus seems to have given R110 a personality. Not sure it's an improvement.
Oh no, a force field. Well, that's it for us. We gave it a good try. Might as well surrender.
Destroying the power core, fighting big baddies at almost near no health, we managed to get into the room full of TimeSplitters. So this is how they were created. We are in a heavily guarded area, with constant reinforcements teleporting in to keep us on our toes. We must destroy their life support system before they hatch. Heavy artillery won't do a thing. We must use the electro tool to sabotage. Fleeing from the explosion, Cortez comes across an underground mansion. Upon entering, we witness a mutant machine hybrid horror. Taking out this boss's weak points, we incapacitate the creature, earning, yes, another mission complete trophy.
Into the teleportation crate. Beats walking.
Thinking that the hybrid freak of nature is dead, it swipes the two heroes away with ease, revealing itself to be Jacob Crow. Looks like the goal for immortality was a genetic modification. Cortez and Crow argue over the seriousness that this whole situation has created.
Can't you see what you've created?
with Cortez saying that Crow has created humanity's greatest foe, the TimeSplitters, whereas Crow views them as mankind's genetic superiors, as Crow states that he only teamed up with Khallos for the manpower to mine the island. Cortez gets the hint. This is where the time crystals were originated, and travels back to one of the first missions in the game. Crow, realizing this mistake, also travels back to stop them. So it turns out there's a secret base, under the secret base, under the secret island. The crystals are here along with Crow's original time machine. Destroying the crystals will destroy Crow's power. The TimeSplitters will never be created, and the Great War will never happen. This is it. Billions of lives depend on the man that is Cortez, who is currently having a dance break. No pressure. Through the scenery of bobbing baddies around an underground city, a place where you'd think you couldn't go down any further. You do, where we come across a large squadron of what we now know are the Space Assassins, the mysterious people we fought at the beginning of the game, turning out to be a planned attack against Mr. Space himself, Sergeant Cortez. Travelling through the wormhole, we are right back at the very beginning of the game. Now knowing past Cortez is the target for the Time Assassins, we must do everything we can to protect him. Along the way, we see how certain events of the level began. It was from current Cortez, laying the smack down on the TimeSplitters. With past Cortez safely making it to HQ, this is the point where 8-year-old me realizes that I was in fact the mysterious figure who was protecting us. As if it wasn't already obvious with them Riddick goggles synonymous with Cortez. Ladies and gentlemen, the final mission is upon us. The objective remains the same as we are sent back to the super secret base to take out any remaining enemies, go to the dig site to collect the time crystals for us to destroy, and prevent all this madness for good. Splitter Crow wasn't too far behind us, overpowering the reunited duo of Cortez and R110. With R110 destroyed by the hands of Crow, a last minute decision is made. Cause a time loop to get another Cortez in the mix and battle Crow. The only thing more badass than one Cortez is two. And don't forget about past Cortez's R110 droid too. As Crow is now distracted, we can use what's left of our ammunition to obliterate Crow, delete the time crystals, and save all of humanity.
I'll never eat calamari again. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Time to split. Right on. Get us out of here. Ah, not the robot!
Look! Oh, Cortez. You're my hero.
I know. It's what I do.
With 7 trophies left before the Platinum, we move to the arcade leagues. Amateur, Honorary, and Elite, with each level having their own fun description to entice you to play. The games are mostly silly and simple. These all involve a variety of modes, where I wanted to get either a gold or platinum medal in to get the respective trophies needed. Getting a gold trophy in these games seems to cover a lot of ground for the actual trophy list, as if I can get the highest rank of platinum, it will help a lot towards the trophy called You've Gone Platinum, for completing 10 arcade matches with a platinum trophy. Certain game modes are more challenging, as I would need a couple of attempts to get the hang of it, and just managed to earn a gold medal with milliseconds left. Oh my god, yes. Look at the time! Look at the time! Sensational. Truly, truly sensational. I done it again! I done it again! What the fuck is that? Hands!
Hey, wanna be in my gang?
Open head surgery.
Got killed by my own teammate. Oleg, what are you doing? One team. Oh, so it's a team deathmatch, but my character is such a creep. He's actually by himself.
Suicide.
And after playing through the Amateur League, we get to the last level. Yes, Bronze League. Complete all Amateur League arcade matches with a bronze or better trophy. In the Honorary League, I began to struggle, and my gameplay needed to change. My main idea now was to speedrun, which I benefited from massively, instead of a strategic camping style. Eventually getting to the end of the last Honorary League mission, getting nothing but gold or platinum trophies along the way. Starting on the Elite Challenges, there was no struggle, as I went through this part with ease, earning the Gold Standard Trophy for completing the Elite League with the Gold or Better Trophy. One more trophy I needed to get in the Arcade League was to complete 10 League arcade matches with a Platinum Trophy. So far I had 9. With the last Elite map fresh in my mind, I decided to compete in that map again, confident that I could get my 10th Platinum Trophy rank. In the challenge modes, things tend to get a bit more creative, such as surviving rounds of zombies, with only our temporal uplink, using boxes to bob them, as well as using their heads for more points. Now of course other madness would take place, as I would need to do laps within a certain time with Khallos' remote control cat, Strudel, clean up empty bottles after a party at the disco, play a mode in reference to the story mode of TimeSplitters 2 by collecting a time crystal and escaping through a wormhole, electrocuting cyborg chimps to keep their energy up dancing, getting a killer shot when playing curling with a chimp to help brush the ice. You get the gist. Madness, leading us up to the final straight. Okay, like I said, the final straight we are on. All I have to do is complete the last challenge sets with a gold or better trophy. One other thing I did forget to mention is the Gangs All Here trophy, which is to unlock all characters. I feel like if you get a gold or better in everything arcade or challenge modes, you unlock a new character, so we should get that naturally. With all challenge and arcade modes played so far, we've either got a gold or platinum trophy reward, and there is only 3 more games to go until we complete the challenge mode. The first game was simply basketball, where I would have a disastrous start. But he can shoot hoops though, okay maybe, well, Kobe! Oh, this is a disastrous start I must say. Oh, I'm gonna get this far one in. Come on, that's going directly in. Oh my goodness. But within those 4 minutes to shoot hoops, I turned into a pro, reaching the gold rank at the very end of my first attempt. What a way to finish. Second to last, you need to take out the time splitters before they bob your cameras. Nice and easy, bar the fact that the screen is split, and you need to simultaneously control both cameras, resulting in me losing one very quickly. But that did eventually make things more simple, as I'd only need to concentrate on one side fully now. Although it did take a while, it seems that this unintentional tactic was the right way to go. With the last challenge mode game, I had 1 minute to shoot down as many planes as I could with a machine gun. Added was a little surprise to throw you off. Is that UFO? That's a UFO! Does that give me bonus points if I just shoot that down? but only needed to shoot down one more plane for the gold rank. I ran out of time, so a second try was needed to get the trophy of getting a gold rank in all challenge modes and unlocking all characters. Oh, I wanted to get that UFO, but there we are. Challenge accepted. Complete all challenge sets with a gold or better trophy. Now, will we get unlock all characters trophy? Here's hoping. There we are, we've unlocked 3 new characters. 4. No trophy. Right, we're gonna have a little think about this, aren't we? We're gonna have to do a little Google search. Just when I thought I unlocked all characters, it turns out, from what I can see, there's only 1 missing here. And with some quick research, I think I have to complete the last level on the hard difficulty. So we'll give that a go, hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna bloody scream. So it turns out that we'd have to do the final level again on the hardest difficulty. It was quite simple. I would just have to do the crow boss battle. You can easily shoot out his legs to stop him from moving, then take out his other weak points, leaving his back vulnerable to blitz, then pop in the gang's all here trophy. There we are, the gang's all here. That's all I had to do, complete the last mission on hard. Unlocked all characters. 1 more trophy before the platinum. And for the last trophy before the platinum, we have to create a map in Map Maker. So I'm going to enjoy this now. I've done all the hard stuff. Let's just relax and create a dome. I want to create an arena for gladiators. Mapping out your future. Create a new map in the Map Maker and play on it. End of an era. Unlock all trophies in TimeSplitters Future Perfect. 100% complete. All trophies unlocked. My work here is done. Another TimeSplitters Platinum under my belt. If you like this video and you want me to do more of this main storytelling along with the Platinum, please like and subscribe. Apparently saying that helps. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you around soon for some more Platinum content.
It's time to split!